I can't put a figure on it. You know, if it was out of 10, I would say 10 for me. You know, what we've done financially is different. Not only in obviously turnover, where it's important in profit, in terms of time and the experiences that I've been able to have with my family. Yeah, it's priceless, really. It was effectively too director-centric. We were doing too much of the in the business work. It was massively stressful, yeah, and really chaotic. And it was relentless. You know, it was the phone calls into us all the time. Everything was just full on. Yeah. I think we'd reached a point where we couldn't grow anymore because my business partner and I were literally we were at capacity. We couldn't do anything more than what we were doing here. And literally it rang a bell. We kind of looked at each other and said, we need to get on with these guys. And that's when we contacted Chris. It's just the way our instinct changed, really. You know, it was kind of, rather than instinctively going down this route, we would think about it, go down a better route. How can we do it where we're not maybe actually going doing the job, we're letting someone else, another member of staff go and doing it, something like that, you know. So basically what we do is every week, you know, we'll agree some actions, and the next week it'll be kind of checking where we are against those actions, and that's really where we are. And the good thing about the way our coach is, he always brings it back to the personal view. It's always, you know, remember, if we do this, we get to spend more time with the family, we get to do that holiday, it's those kind of things. So it's always with a personal sort of view in the mindset, you know. The biggest impact, delegation, changing the roles of the directors, so splitting the roles of the directors in so that I'm responsible for a certain part of the delivery, that my business partner is responsible for a different part. So sales, operations, and that was kind of, I think that was probably the biggest thing that really gave us defined roles in the business. Turnover's pretty much doubled, yeah, since we got with Chris, yeah. In fact, more. I think the profit is somewhere in sort of the region of about 3 times what it was at the time that we started out with ActionCOACH. Yeah. Yeah. So the team has been one of our biggest challenges, really. You know, it was what Chris has helped us to do is to help recruit the right people, is to help us to treat them. Not that we're treating them badly, but you know, in terms of the way that we work with them, the way that we structure, the way that the team work. That's really kind of a big key thing. Yeah. Originally, there was no work-life balance. It was work. When literally, as we got in with ActionCOACH, my daughter was due to be born a couple of months after that, and the whole point was, you know, I don't want to go through with my daughter what I did with my son. I lost a lot of those years of my little boy being a baby. I didn't want to do that with my daughter, and I wanted to make sure that we enjoyed that. So now the work-life balance is massively different. Yeah, it's getting that extra 10% out of you. Or sometimes it's, you know, like with us, I always feel that we were probably going down the wrong route. We knew kind of where we wanted to go, but getting there we were going on the wrong path. And I think Chris has helped us to pull us over to the right path and really get that end vision in mind so that we can, you know, forge the path to get there.